The aftermath of Hurricane Fiona is devastating my home of Puerto Rican in more ways than one. And yes, it is all due to colonization. This is a very personal story for me because my family lives on the island, so stay with me here and stay tuned to the end for how you can help. The southern part of the island has been devastated by flooding and wind damage, and the entire island has been without power for days, and some people like my dad don't even have running water. This bridge in Utuado was taken downstream because it could not handle the immense water pressure. This devastation isn't just due to climate change. It also has a lot to do with the colonial status of Puerto Rico by the U.S. government. This is me at my mom's hometown in Luquillo. After Hurricane Maria 5 years ago, people were promised funding to fix their houses from FEMA, but people like my uncle said that he never got the money. I recently found an article by the Washington Post that says that research does show that climate change is due to colonization. The article says that after European colonizations, researchers found colonization forced residents of island communities to move away from resilient ways of building homes, adopting westernized architecture and building materials instead. As for the power outages, the company responsible for its power grid was actually instated by the U.S. government in 2020, and people have been protesting it ever since. This was the protest that I attended there last year, where they were protesting that very same electric company, Luma. The company has been consistently raising the electric prices up so that people can barely pay their bills. Finally, we need to talk about gentrification. Gringos and expats have been raising up prices for everybody, and some are even capitalizing off of this hurricane. This colonizer shared on his TikTok that he was actually leaving the island not because of the hurricane, but because the government is putting a hold on the tax break for gringos who live on the island. And then there's people like her who are literally selling Prada hurricane bags. Can't make the shit. When disasters like this happen, people's first initial reaction is to donate to people like the Red Cross. But natives will always tell you, don't do that. The money will not come. After doing some extensive research, I found this local grassroots mutual aid organization. This is Brigada Solidaria del Oeste. You can also support abolishing Act 60, which provides tax breaks to gentrifiers. Lastly, you can become an ally to the independence movement on the island, helping to decolonize from U.S. imperialism rather than waiting on the government or white saviors to come and help.